Good morning, children. Welcome back to online classes. The state government part 1 I already introduced in the previous classes, as well half of the chapter I already explained that what is the government, how many types of the government, how they used to take out the election campaign, as well what about the political rally, how they used to go through the political rallies, then about the legislative assembly, how they a candidate become the MLA. In the row next, I taught you about the representative, that every state have so many people that all of them cannot make law or take important decision. So any of the elected person we used to take, and they were known as a government representative, and in this way only central and state government used to form government. And later on I taught you that the persons who represent different constituency are called MLAs, and Chhattisgarh having 90 or 91 constituency. Next, I taught you about the political party, how an organization that forms a government or influence it working is called the political party, and political party used to participate in elections. After that, I was teaching you about the party candidates. Political party contest many different kind of election. They include election of legislative assembly as well Lok Sabha, and they used to nominate the candidate for each constituency. So the political party, they used to attend different kinds of election, that legislative assembly as well as Lok Sabha also, and they used to nominate their any of the best candidate from each constituency. So as I taught you yesterday also, the candidate is a person who contests the election and tries to win the votes of the people of the constituency. As well, a person who doesn't belong to any political party, they can also he or she can also contest an election, and such person is known as independent candidate. As I already told you that in this chapter, one story is here. It is just an unreal story just to grab your attention toward the lesson, so that you can understand this chapter in a very easy manner. So in that I taught you about the Purab Pradesh and all, how the Palvi Bai, how she is going to contest in the election. So in the row next, voting in the Gopalpur. So once again we are coming back to our story, that voting began in the morning of 20th January, and there were long queues at the polling station where a candidate can go, sorry, people can go and cast their vote. So there, what is the scenario of that polling station? Let me explain. There one man used to sit in the entrance of the polling booth, and he had a long name list, and the voter first they have to go to them, and then the man used to check whether the name of each voter was in his list or not, and then the voter name tallied with the list, and after that the man put a indelible mark on the nail of the index finger, एक निशान लगाया जाता है इंक का, and he also made the voter sign in a register. After getting the ink, they have to sign in the voter register also. And after that, the polling booth was in a corner, and there was an electronic voting machine. Electronic voting machine you will have here also. That if you want to see the picture in this chapter, we are having picture. Look at here. This is the electronic voting machine, figure 2.3. All the names and symbols are given over there, and it is depends upon the voter to whom he want to give the vote. The voters enter the booth and cast their vote by pressing the button against the name of their candidate on the machine. So, as just I taught you that this is called the electronic voting machine. Here all the symbols, names are given over there, and the voter have to press the buttons which is located in front of the particular name and symbol. These buttons they have to press according to their wish. Children, sometime what used to happen, you know that sometime any other person can also cast in your name vote over there. These all are called the 4G they used to do. These all are the unreal. So in that polling booth also one incident took place, that one voter began arguing with the polling officer that you have already cast a vote once, why you have come again. Actually, in the name of another person used to go and cast their vote. Why? Because just it is all just like a cheaters only. They used to come and they having any other voter ID card also. That is also a very unreal, that type of things they used to brought, and they used to show the name that I am the particular person, and after that they used to cast the vote another's name. I mean to say that sometime in the election time also many of the people they used to go through cheatings. Why? Because they all are supporters of the opposition party. So in this way the voting used to done. And now after the voting, how we come to know that which party got the majority of the vote? For that we have to go through the counting. So next caption is having the counting the votes and declaring the results. After 2 days of the polling, the vote cast in all the 70 constituency of Pura Pradesh are going to be count. So in the Gopalpur, counting was in the office of the district magistrate. Yeah, in front of the district magistrate in their office only they used to go through the counting. So many of the people they sit in the front of the TV so that they can know that which party is going to be get majority of the votes, so that that particular party can be form the government. So till evening they come to know that Palvi Bai of Janta Mission Party got 45,202 votes, while Ram Prasad of Bharat Party got 40,502 votes. So here it is clearly written that Palvi Bai got more votes comparison to Bharat Party, Ram Prasad of the Bharat Party. So all the other candidates in constituency get less than 5,000. So finally Palvi Bai were declared the winner and became the elected MLA from the Gopalpur. So, the number of seats won by the different political party for the 70 constituency, it means different numbers, somewhere less or there, somewhere more, but among all the 70 constituency, Palvi Bai got the highest votes. So, till now, we come to know that Palvi Bai got the majority of votes. So, now how all the MLA used to meet to select their leader. So each constituency one MLA got votes, majority of votes. So now they all are going to select any one candidate as their leader from all their group. So after the election result of Pura Pradesh were declared and Janta Mission Party MLA held a meeting to elect their leader. And the party had won more than half the seat in the legislative assembly. So it had the required majority to form the government. It means if we want to form our government, then that particular party should get more than half voting, then only they will able to form their government. It means the party had to win more than half the seat. How many seats are there? More than half. Suppose they are having 96 constituencies, suppose, then more than half, it means more than 48 they have to win, then only they can able to form their government. So here also having the same thing. So after that in Charanpur, the capital of Pura Pradesh, the president of the Janta Mission Party was discussing several possible names with the senior MLA to find out who could be the chosen the leader. So finally 3 names they got: Ravi Prasad, Bhoran Bhai and the Palvi Bhai. These 3 got the majority of the votes over there. So now among the 3 they have to elect their own leader. So as usual, according to the procedure and all, the meeting had been started by 3 p.m. and finally our Palvi Bai got selected. So the assembled MLA were asked if anybody have any objection to Palvi Bai's name. The majority said no. Palvi was declared the leader of the MLA of that particular party. So now Palvi Bai became the MLA of the party. So next that, how to form the cabinet. How to form after getting the MLA and all, how to form the cabinet. So after become the MLA of the constituency, the Palvi Bai went to meet the governor of Pura Pradesh and informed him that her party had won more than half the seats and that her party MLA had elected as her as a leader. It means their party they have selected Palvi Bai as the MLA of their group, and they are already won more than half of the seats, so that they are ready to form their government over there. So now finally the day come when they are going to, how they are going to form the government. So on the 5th of February, the governor of Purab Pradesh appointed Palvi Bai as the chief minister of the state. Why? Because Palvi Bai got more than half of the majority of the seats over there, and their party member selected her as a MLA, and finally she became the CM of that state. So Palvi Bai and 12 other MLA took the oath of the office as minister, and they formed the cabinet of the Janata Mission Party government in Pura Pradesh. So this is a particular way how any party used to form their government, like BJP, Congress in Chhattisgarh. Congress got majority of the seat. That's why right now we having the Congress government in our Chhattisgarh. Before the Congress, the BJP used to rule over here, because during that time BJP get majority of the seats. The party needs more than half the total number of seats is called the party in majority. Again and again I am repeating the same thing. The party that gets more than half the total number of seats is called the party in majority. So after a party winning a majority in the election, so the state legislative assembly can elect its leader as the same way that the MLA of Janata Mission Party in the Pura Pradesh elected Palvi Bai as the leader. So how the Palvi Bai get chosen by their member after winning a majority of election? Likewise, other people also, it means in the particular way, the main leader also used to form the government. So the leader of the party MLA just appointed the chief minister by the government. Keep in mind, the leader of the party MLA is appointed the chief minister by the governor. Those who are in textbook, please underline over here. The chief minister then chooses some member of the party as a minister. So it is all about the rights of the chief minister, that to whom he is going to select as the other ministers. Later on, the chief minister and these minister form the cabinet of minister of the state. Now the CM of the particular state is ready to govern over there. The chief minister and cabinet can function as long as they have a majority of the legislative assembly. One thing more, children, I want to tell you that the tenure, the work time, the work period of the CM is 5 years. And after 5 years, again, if he will elect as a CM, he can elect as a CM also. It means again he have to prove the more than half of the majority seats, then definitely he or she can be the CM of the state. They have to resign if they lost their majority. But in a case if they lost their majority, then they have to resign from their seat. So this is what about our chapter, the state government part 1, and part 2 also there. So after giving these all notes, in next class I will start the part 2.